Hello world, welcome. How are you today? Let's have a little fun and do some makeup for Christmas. And so I'm going to start off with my skincare. I'm going to get that going, turn on my little personal one dose, it mixes, of my little skincare. This is my morning skincare, and I know this is not morning, but I hold off sometimes and do it on my live so you can watch. I'm going to drop this down in here with both my moisturizer and my booster. And those are going to, for the first 30 seconds, warm. I am wearing a shirt today that is long sleeve because it's cold. And it's not fitting me real well right here. Somehow it's the right size, too big in the shoulder. Because this is actually a size that should be too big for me, but it is not. It fits everywhere else, but right here it just keeps wanting to come off of me, which is extremely annoying. Hi Michelle, how are you doing? I am waiting for my skincare to mix. We're doing a little Christmas fun look today. I saw this as one I hadn't done again. It's like the cutest little abstract Christmas tree. So I thought it looked kind of easy and kind of cute. Oops, I'm crashing into stuff over here. I don't know why. Okay, my skincare is mixing, and then we're going to put this on. I hope you're feeling okay today. I have one more week left of work. One more. Hi. You're the only one here right now, but I have invited Marguerite. Holly is her daughter is visiting her, and she's leaving. So as soon as her daughter walks out the door, Holly will be in here. But right now, it's just you. And me. You and me. But I have one more week left of work, and then I get off for 2 weeks for Christmas. Christmas and New Year's. So the week of Christmas and the week of New Year's. Those 2 weeks I have off. I'm so excited. Okay. Here we are. Done mixing. We're going to unlock. Okay. And then we're going to turn it off. And then we're going to pull out this little part. Today I have used the extra moisturizer, extra emollient one, the real nice and creamy thick one. Feels so awesome. And the anti-aging time tonic booster. And so I'm putting this on all over, including the eyes, because it is safe for the eyes. It is all natural ingredients, preservative free. Yes, yay. Okay. And I'm going to pull out my little pod and pull out, or push out, squeeze out, whatever else may be in here. There's not a lot left in here today. Guess it squeezed it all out today. Good. There's a little bit in there. And then I'm going to take that little bit there, put on my hands, because this one feels so silky smooth. It's so awesome. And we're letting that just absorb for a minute. And then we're going to have a little Christmas fun. Okay, there we go. I think I'm going to try, I want to put this somewhere where it's out of my way. I'm going to put it down there on the floor. If I put it down there on the floor, Godiva's going to come over here like, ooh, what's that? My little mixer. Because I don't usually put it on the floor. She's going to wonder what it is. Okay, so we're going to start off with our primer spray. Just a little bit of primer spray. And then we're going to put on our foundation and stuff real quick. I'm just going to do the regular foundation since we're doing, this gives us something to put that on. To put all that stuff on. Trying to think what I want to do here. Okay, now let's first put on my Concealer Zero, this really light one, then I'm going to put on this foundation. This will hopefully lighten up my extra dark, I have these extra dark troughs here now. And when Holly comes in, yesterday was her birthday. We tell her happy birthday. That's why her daughter's here. Her daughter came for her birthday yesterday. She's a December baby too, like me. Only mine is later. Okay. And put all these here. cover up all these little shadows. There we go. Now I'm going to take my powder and set this underpainting that I'm doing. And yes, it looks ridiculous until we get the other stuff on top. This is all color correction. So I'm counteracting that dark that's there with this nice light. Okay, and here. But this will keep it from just blending away if I set the powder on it when I put the other on top. Otherwise, it'll just mix. I don't really want it to mix. I want this light to stay there. And you see how it almost blends it away? How it looks totally different when I put powder on it. It's not so stark and like, oh, shocking. So the powder, it calms it down. So I'm going to take this little flat brush. It's such a nice little brush for this. And I'm going to, I do have, I don't know why, this one little red mark here. I think it must have been a little blemish, and the blemish went away almost right away. And it might have been there a day. And for some reason, this stupid red mark doesn't want to go away. So I'm going to take this other one, which is this yellowish, greenish yellow color corrector. And I'm just going to take that little red spot right there and barely touch that on, because that counteracts red, that yellow and greenish yellow. It's a greenish yellow. Counteracts red. Like, see? No more spot. And then we will also set that with the powder. It's awesome for covering spots. Then I'll let that sit a minute. So I'm going to put, how I have a piece of skin peeling there. Oh, that's cute. It's all gone. Sometimes when you start doing stuff to your skin, you're like, oh, what is this? What is that? What does it get all these surprises? Hi, Marguerite. Hello, hello. Michelle is here, but Holly's coming in a few minutes, I believe. Holly's birthday was yesterday, and her daughter came to visit. So her daughter's leaving now, so she's telling her goodbye. No, she doesn't want to tell her goodbye. Okay, here we have all our, and I don't think well, I was going to say I wasn't going to contour, but you know what, she has contour. She just has it under here, so I may just do it under here. Oh, thank you. How much weight have I lost? I have lost 55.6 pounds, almost to 56. 55. It's really starting to show up well. I really maintained over like the couple of weeks of Thanksgiving, but you know what? I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. For Thanksgiving and to not gain a whole lot of weight, that's okay. I was just trying to dole all that stuff out a little at a time. All right, now let's do Concealer 3. Concealer 3 is what I've been doing under my eyes on top of this light one. I've been using my finger today. I'm going to use the brush. Let's see. Let's use the brush. You can use your finger. You can use a brush. You can use a sponge. The thing about the sponge is you have to get one that's kind of small for up under your... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe I won't dread Christmas pictures this year. I mean, it's one thing to just be that way, but when you have pictures, it's like... And nobody else cares. Everybody's like, oh, no, you're fine. I know, but I don't like it. So, it's going to be so much better this year. All right, here we go. With the great cover-up. The great cover. Look at that. It just blows my mind every time because it is so amazing. That it just... Bye-bye dark circles. And you know, I have like the most wicked dark circles on the planet. But it covers them. Alright, now I'm going to go one just, well, yeah, a little bit lighter. I'm looking at that picture saying, do I need that? You don't have to go lighter, but I have it. So I have two. This way I don't use one up. keep them as long as possible. So I'm going to use this here and here. This will make the eyeshadow stand out better. And that is some intense eyeshadow she's got going on, let me tell you. Woo-wee. That's some serious green eyeshadow. It's supposed to look like a Christmas tree, I guess. So I set up, I have a little Christmas tree, and I have this one because I have cats. And you know, if you've ever had cats, they love tear apart the Christmas tree and climb the Christmas tree, knock down the Christmas tree, and they like to do all that kind of stuff. So I got one that's not really a tree. It's one that has a stick up the middle, and then it has this garland that's on wire, like, that kind of goes around, and it collapses, and you just pick it up, and whoop, it's a tree. It's already lit. It's already got all the bulbs, and they're all plastic. Everything's plastic. So it's like, I want something they can't hurt, and they're actually not bothering it, but I guarantee you, had I got a real tree, they'd be tearing it up. So they're not bothering it, but I did notice the first day I put it up, I looked down and they're just tearing through the living room, running. I'm like, what in the world are they doing? I looked down, they'd gotten one of the ornaments off the tree. They didn't knock the tree over, so I don't know if it fell or they touched it and it wasn't attached well. And I'm like, you got an ornament, really? And so I laughed, thought, okay, well, it's plastic. They're not going to hurt it. It's just like a ball. And I looked across the room, and there was another one on the floor. Like, oh, you little boogers. Y'all are sneaking them, because I didn't catch them doing it. And they didn't knock over that tree. And it's not sturdy. It's not heavy. So you could, if you touch it, it's going over. It's not over. Like, somehow they managed to get 2 balls off that tree. So I put one of them back and left one on the floor, thinking, well, okay, they can play with that one. And after that first day, they weren't interested in it again. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to put it back on the tree. It's back on the tree, and I'm waiting to see if they ever get, like, crazy about it and knock it off again. But they haven't. But they're so funny. All right, so I'm going to take, this is a dark shade of foundation, very dark shade. And I'm going to, my hair is down today. I have my hair down. And it's in the way. This is why I've been putting it up. It's in the way. But that's okay. It'll be in the way. I'm just going to do contour under here. Because I don't want to mess up where the tree is going to go. Okay. She doesn't have it. I'll put some more here. And then I can sort of bring it down. Rather than put it down, I'll just draw it down. There we go. Just give me a little shadow. No double chin. None here. You see nothing. No double chin here. All a trick of the eye. Because it's there. But it's a lot smaller now. That makes me really happy. Okay, now we're going to do our translucent powder, which is this right here. Does this woman have on blush? Yes, she does have on blush. Okay. I'll do a little bit. I'm doing real light powder now because I still have to draw on my face. All right, blush. Let's see. If I'm going to use that color, I'm going to have to do this dark blush. This one, because I'm using lipstick that's similar to that. Now, this is a dark. This one, what is this one? I forget what it's called. But it's made for very, very dark skin. So, I do not have very, very dark skin. So, what you have to do is like that. Barely put any on the brush. And then even somebody with fair skin can wear it. You just have to try not to overdo it. Or you will have really intense blush. There we go. It's been so nice and cool here. Oh, it's been so nice. I bet you're cold. You must be really cold where you're at. The lowest gotten to 43 a couple of nights. That's cold for here for early December. but today it's not quite that cold right now. There we go. A little bit of blush. Then I'm going to do brows. I don't know if I have any this color left in here. This shirt is just like sneaking off my shoulder. It's too big, actually. This shirt's a size too big, but it's made small, so it fits everywhere except right here. The neck's too big. And I'm like, well, that's annoying because the rest of it fits. And the neck wants to fall off. Alright, so let's do, this is Ashen for Trouble. I'm trying to look where there is a little color left in it. There it is. It's just up on the edges. But I won't throw it away till it is gone. Use every little speck. Okay. Uh-oh. That chunk came loose and went bye-bye somewhere. Okay. If you haven't, you want to see Holly's Facebook page. She has two posts where she has a bunch of pictures of her birthday, and one's actually a video of her opening some presents on her birthday. It's kind of cute to watch. That little video, I like the little video. It has her brother and her daughter's there, but I think her daughter's taking the pictures. I'm not sure. No, her daughter's in about 3 of the pictures. At the end up somewhere. If you haven't already seen it. Okay. And we're going to do cool, yeah, it was. One of my nephews' birthday was yesterday too. I said she got the same birthday as one of my nephews. You told her HBD on FB. Happy birthday on Facebook. Okay. Like, wait a minute. Interpretation. I figured it out. Good. Okay, that's not too far off of even. Okay. Okay, first I think we're going to do this green. Boy, she's got some green, dark green eyeshadow. Ah, yikes. So last Thursday at work, we had our little Christmas, well, it's a Christmas lunch. It's not really a party, it's just lunch. But that's fine. That's what everybody just wants, the food anyway. So that was very nice. Little Christmas. Oh, and then I got a Christmas bonus at work. Oh, that was nice. Yay. It's not a whole lot, but a little bit. I'll take it. Okay, now let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to take this James Charles palette, which is it's Morphe makes it, and it's from Ulta. It has like all these bright, it's like the crayon box, all these colors that Limelight doesn't have all these colors. So I use this one, and it has a green in it. So let's see what brush I want here. Yep, okay. Seeing how she did that. It looks like she did it for hooded eyes. I don't know if she actually has hooded eyes. She's got it way up on the hood. Up here. I think this was the same color I actually put on last time. Well, that's what we're doing again. And it has some gold. I'm going to see if I can make that with the stuff I have. I am going to be the Christmas tree. I am the green. Does it all? Yeah, it goes into the... Yes, it does. Okay, she goes all the way in. Leaving the very bottom bare because that's where the gold's going to go. That, ooh, it's kind of pretty. I always look at this like, oh, Lord, I'd never wear this anywhere. But to do it, you know, for fun, it's kind of pretty. This is a green. Ooh, that reminds me of a song from when I was a kid. You ever heard the song, country song called The Green Grass of Home? That was as popular when I was a little kid. The green grass of home. I forget who sang that. Was that like Tom T. Hall or somebody sang that? My parents only listened to country music when I was young, till we got Christian radio station. So I know like a lot of old country songs. They're good usually. Oh, wow. I feel like the Wicked Witch in the Wizard of Oz. If I just kept going. I mean, the Wicked Witch in the Wizard of Oz. Hello, Holly. Okay, let me get my little blender. Here's my little blender. I'm going to soften the edges a little. Hello. Here's what we're doing today. This is one I haven't done before. Isn't it cute? Well, she got some green eyeshadow. With the tree. I loved the Christmas tree. I think hers is mine's a little brighter of a green, but we're going to use what I got. Michelle says hello. Holly said hello to you both. I just to make sure everybody can see that. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's kind of cute, isn't it? Okay, just blending the edges. I don't really think I have fallout. Good. So the other thing she has is she's got it under her eye. Okay, so let's do that. I gotta find the right brush to do that with. Maybe that brush. That little tiny brush. Oh yeah, Marguerite, Michelle said hi to you when you weren't here. She did. So we can sort of pretend this is liner, and I don't normally go all the way across, but this is what she has. And since this is Christmas, and it's not black, so it's not real dark. And I'm going to have a tree on my face anyway. I'm going to go ahead and go under. There's our liner, but look at how that weights my eye down. If you thought halfway weighted my eye down, look what that does. It just pulls it down. But once I get the tree on, you're going to look at the tree. You're not going to care about this. And I am copying what I see right now. This is not makeup for me. This is makeup to copy what this is art. This is art, even if it looks a little like, ooh. Hello, stranger, she said. That's cute. Okay, now I am going to try to put, I don't think I have a gold glitter like that eyeshadow. If I did, I don't think I have any anymore. So I'm going to try to use this ColourPop that I used last time. But I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I'm going to like do a cut crease because it'll show it better. So I'm going to take my concealer 0 and I'm going to, she's got it all the way across. Okay, it's kind of cold, so it doesn't want to spread. Just like butter. The colder it is, harder it is to spread. It will get warm as it's on your face. I didn't want it up there. There you go. Okay. So we're just filling that in. So this is like a base. So do you have any Christmas lights anywhere in your area? Do you ever go look at Christmas lights? When I was a kid, there was a famous one here that everybody, I mean, it was famous because everybody in town knew about it. It wasn't famous outside of here. It was famous in town. And it was a whole neighborhood of people. There was one street long, and the name of the street was Shadow Lane, which I always thought was the coolest name of the street. And everybody in the neighborhood would get, on Christmas Eve, they would all get lunch-size paper bags. They would fill them about a quarter of the way up in the bottom with sand. So they were weighted down, and they would put a candle in it. Like a taper candle. Not a real long one, like a 6-inch taper candle. And it would stick down in the sand. That way, if you know, the fire got away, if it burned down to the sand, it kept it from spreading or anything. And they would line their driveways with all these paper bags and put the candles in them. And when it got to be dark, you could drive down that street and it looked like there were lights up and down all the people's driveways that glowed. And the wind would be blowing and they'd kind of get this kind of, oh, it was so pretty. You have a list of addresses and big displays of, oh, good, you get to go see them. There is one about a mile and a half down the street from me. I have to go see it. They play music and everything. They've had it for several years, and I noticed the beginning of December they were already, the beginning of November they were already putting it up. I'm like, oh, good. But you know, you got to see it in dark. I have to go see it one night. Trying to get this even. Okay, so there we have our base of concealer. And then I'm going to put on, let's see, I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. I wonder if I can put this straight on, or if I need to put something else. I think I'm going to try putting it straight on, see what happens. So let's get, trying to figure out what brush I want here. That will work. What else I got over here? Oh, here's one. Let's try this little brush. Okay, I feel a little like a raccoon a little bit. This dark and the light. Okay, so let's take this ColourPop. This ColourPop is called, this is from Ulta. Mighty Morphin Super Shock Shadow. Mighty Morphin's the color of this one. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I'm probably going to have to use my finger. Oh, it's not bad. I still think this works better with the finger. Because it's almost like a gel, almost. It's like a wet to powder kind of a look. It's not at all what she has, but I don't have what she has. You can kind of see it just looks white though. Well, maybe I should have put a color on it, but I didn't do it. Too late now. Let's go in with the glitter. Let's use the other finger. Kind of messy, but it works. I don't think it shows up. It looks better in person. Doesn't show up very well on the camera. But, you know, the whole thing's about the tree. It looks so silly to me. And if I go like that, you'll see it anyway. So if I don't like that, it's gone. Not there at all. All right, now, let's get, I'm going to wait for the eyeshadow, I think, till I'm done. I mean, not the eyeshadow. I'm going to wait for the mascara. I'm silly. All right, now, let's get, So let's try this little brush. And I need my concealer again. And let's draw a tree. Alright, let's see. She has, it goes from the outside peak in, like that, that, and then star. Okay. Know how well I can draw a star. Gonna find out. It's not gonna show up very well. Nope, that's okay, because we're not done. Hopefully it'll show up better when I get... It's hard to get yellow to show up, because it just kind of blends into your skin. Especially if you have a little warm tone to you. So I'm probably going to outline it. Okay, so then I have that, that, and that. You know, she does have... It goes from here, though. Okay, so she has a streak that goes here. Yeah. Okay. It's maybe not angled enough, but my eye, that's the space I have. Gotta go with my eye shape. Okay, so then we have near the corner. This is hard to do on loose skin. I say that every time I do something on loose skin. It's the worst. You find out real quick, it's the worst right here. If you ever try to do this, it's like, oh, holy cow. All right, it's moving a lot. Okay, so then we're going to do that. Yeah. And then we're going to go out and make another swirl. And another swirl. How does this end? Oh, it ends at her lips. Okay. That one I didn't actually go in far enough. She goes to her nose. That's easy to fix. Wipe it off. Do it again. Okay. That's kind of cool. Oh, I look a little like a zebra. With no black. A white and a whiter zebra. Alright, now let's get this little brush and back to the green. See if I can make this work. Alright, so let's go here. Oh yeah, easy peasy with the green. You aren't going to miss the green. That's for sure. Can't miss the green. Okay. Down to the brow. I've seen some makeup people do this. They do this with like face paint. That's what I need for yellow is face paint or something. I know it's Halloween, I guess I'm face paint. But I don't know, it's kind of fun to do it with the makeup. Okay, that's where that's supposed to be part of the tree going through the eye. So that's why there's a weird little stripe there. Okay, oh, now here we come to the challenge. The movable skin. Still movable on the bottom. Okay. Oh yeah, that shows it really well. And I like it. This, like, freehand looking thing, it doesn't have to be perfect at all because, it's a tree. It doesn't have to be even. And it's really not a tree, it's just lines. So this kind of is a little foolproof, You almost can't mess it up. If you went a little crazy with the line, you just go, oh, that tree grew that way. Did you ever I don't know if y'all ever have had live Christmas trees or if you have them now. Did you ever get one that had like a really wonky side to it? If we got one like that, it always went to the back. Because when I was growing up, we had a house with 15-foot ceiling, so Mom always wanted a 12-foot tree. And they didn't have a lot of those. So you didn't have a big pick. Sometimes they had one. Sometimes they had two or three. But they were hard to come by. Because, we don't grow Christmas trees here. We are dependent on them being shipped. And you got what you got, kind of thing. Originally, there was only one group that sold Christmas trees here. I think it was the Kiwanis Club. So if you wanted a live Christmas tree, had to buy it from the Kiwanis Club. So the only people had it. There weren't really a lot of fake trees. That wasn't a really big thing. And Mom she loved nature. And it smells so good. You want a real tree. But if you got one she'd always pick the best one of the ones available. And then if there was a crazy side, put it to the back. Or if it had more than one crazy spot, it's like, oh well, it's a tree. And a tree, and we loved it no matter what it looked like. As long as it wasn't totally bare. Back when there was only the Kiwanis Club, eventually more companies, oh, that's really cool again. Eventually there were more companies that came down with trees, like Wisconsin Tree, and I don't remember what else there were. But when there was only the one, it is so funny that Mom would always go every year. And we'd go with her as kids. Let's go pick out our tree. And we would always go on December 10th. And I always thought, for some reason, that Mom just thought that was early enough to put up the tree. I just thought she didn't want to put it up any earlier than that. And, I just never asked. I just assumed December 10th. We're going on December 10th. Okay, we couldn't wait for December 10th. And I just thought that was what Mom wanted. Never said anything. None of us ever asked. We just figured that she's the mom. If she said December 10th, that's when we go. And I just thought that was when she wanted to go. And I was probably my 40s when I finally said something to her about, I never could figure out why we waited till December 10th. Why didn't we because she would put, later years, she'd start putting it up before December 10th. And I'm like, how come we always had to wait till December 10th? She goes, that's the day they brought the trees to town. That was the first day. They always came, the Kiwanis Club brought the trees December 10th. I'm like, and I thought you were deciding that. She goes, no, I didn't decide it. So now we're going to use this yellow up at the top. She goes, no, they did that. And like all these years, my whole life, I just thought some reason you had this affinity for December 10th. And no, she'd have had it as soon as they came. The thought was so funny. It's a good story. But they always used to put it, we have a bridge. We have two bridges in town, but the newer one, it was new when I was a kid. It's old now. It's still newer than the other. But it has a part that when it gets to the land, after crossing the water, it still is an overpass for a little while. So it's like this is the land, and the bridge that goes across the water, and then, it still stays up in the air for a while, because when it got to the land, because there was some road under here. Well, this underpass right here is where they would put the Christmas trees. So we would always go and you could park near there. There was parking nearby. And there was an actual road under the bridge. There was road under it later, but there, between the river and the road, there was a space that was just land that this overpass went under, and they always put the trees under there because the sun wouldn't bake them. So we'd always go under the bridge to buy our tree, which I thought was kind of cool because it was never hot. It was always usually cold because you were in the shade, but so were the trees. All right, here what we're going to do with our liner, because that star, it's like, you can kind of see vaguely yellow, right? Which was what I figured it would do. It's just too similar to my skin. My skin isn't that yellow, but it's just not going to stand out. Now, she didn't outline it, but that's okay. I want it to show up. So I'm going to outline it. Now it looks a little bit like a star. Okay, there we go. There's a star for a tree. I like it. Now, I've got all of that part done. Now I got to come up with the ornaments. Looks like she put glitter up by the... Maybe she put glitter on the star. She might have put glitter on the star. It's not... Hers didn't show up very well either. Let's put glitter on the star. Shouldn't the star, like, shimmer? Yeah. Of course it should. It's a star. Don't know if it shows up, but again, it shows up here. It's pretty. Shimmer star. Okay, now we're going to do dots. Lots of dots. Okay, this is what I did it with. Okay. Now, all right, let's see. I don't know if I can copy it. I don't have to do it exactly the same, but sometimes I like to try to make it similar. We have one there. This is going to be our ornaments. I wonder if these are going to show up. Well, it doesn't have to show up as white. It's got to show up as the other colors that I put on it. And there's that one. And then there's one. Yeah, there's one over here. Okay, this is skin tone, so it's hard to see. Okay, then we have one here, one here. And then she has them on down, so you have like one here, one under that one. Polka dots. Oh, she's got it. Oh, she's got a bunch of polka dots in that. So that's 1, 2, 2, and then there's another one under here. Okay, I guess it's supposed to kind of be following the limb, but then she's got like, I don't know if these are going to show up. They barely show up on her. On there. One there. I'm going to try it though. That shows up on the green. Okay, then we're going to do... Oh, she has one in the corner of her eye. Okay. Alrighty then. Some of these are yellow. I don't know if they're going to show up. Is it under the eye? Yeah, it's here. I looked at it 5 times now. Okay. On there. Maybe I'll use orange instead of yellow and see if that... Well, that might look like red. Well, oh, I have a bright orange. We'll see what it does. Okay, we got one over here. I think I might switch to just random here. Oops. I believe it's so close to Christmas now. You know, it just comes so fast now that it feels like when it's over, it's like, did we have Christmas? I guess we did. It's just so fast. I'm just putting a bunch of dots. Got to be too many for me to try to match it exact. Let's see. Okay, she has it on the bottom down here. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Oh, yeah, that kind of looks like white lights. Okay, now let's see. There are some that are just white. Somewhere I have a white eyeshadow. Oh, there's a white eyeshadow in here. I keep forgetting this James Charles palette has so many colors. Oh, duh, there's white. Where did, oh, here it is, this little brush. Okie doke. Now, I don't know if the white's going to show up very well. Oh well. There's plenty, right? Plenty. They'll show up here. Yeah, one there. One there. If I can remember which ones I did white. The one she has in there are like all red. That's weird. Okay. I'm going to forget which ones I did white. Oh well, then they'll be mixed. Okay, there's that. Let's try this bright orange and see what we get. It shows up a little better than the yellow. Barely. Shows up here. I know I put two of the same color next to each other, but she's actually got that. Don't know why. Normally we didn't put two of the same color together. This orange isn't going to show up real well. Did I do that one white? I might have. Oh, stop playing music. Driving me crazy. Okay, so then we're going to do red. This one's red. Okay, can't miss that one. This one's red. I missed the dot. Oh. So that she has like all three of these are red. I don't know why. This one. And that one. Then she has one here. You could definitely see red. Maybe we should have done all red. So do you usually do your Christmas lights, if you do Christmas lights or whenever you did, do you do them all one color or you do them all white or do you do them all mixed? We always had mixed when I was a kid. Except once in a while, like if we did something outside, sometimes we'd have all blue, all green, all, you know, like we put them out in the bushes. You mixed outside. We do that some too. That one is red on her. I like both mixed and all one color look. To where it got to where we had to. I did right there. Those are white. We are doing those white. Let's do another one there. Like when I started having to set up another tree, so I could have one that was all one color, and then and I liked red, and one that was mixed. That way, it's like I can have it all. Let's do more than one tree. Okay, then she has blue. Let's do this blue. This is a bright blue. Oh yeah, you can see that. I think she did dark blue. I should do dark blue. That shows up. Okay, that's a funky looking bulb. Somehow it's not round anymore. There you go. What happened to my round? Yeah. There. Let's see, what other color can we do? Do that one. Oh, she's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Okay, let's see, what does she have? There's two white ones and a blue up there. There's a blue here too. And then those are like white on her. And since they show up there, let's leave those white. Because they don't hardly show up anywhere else. Holly, you have lights up today. It's really amazing. Thank you. You have lights now, don't you? Let's do this plummy purple and see what we get. I think that was white. I don't know. Like I said, I don't remember which ones are white now. You've got some outdoor lights. Wish I could do outdoor lights. I can put lights in my window here. Thank you. I'm getting sloppy because I'm getting the wind. It's like, oops, sloppy, oops, sloppy. Okay, that one I know I did white. I think that's not bad right there. Okay, now let's put on some mascara and lipstick. Got to do. She has on. Wow. I have a lipstick color. This color is called Devil's Food. It's actually discontinued, but I still have one. All right, let's do mascara. Let me get my eyelash curler. That is cute. I was excited to find a couple I hadn't seen before, so I could try something new. Okay. Mascara. I am just knocking everything over. Knocking it all over right and left. Yes, you do. I used to do outdoor Christmas lights when I had a house. I know I've told Holly this story. I may have told it to all of you. I don't remember. Back when I had a dog, when I was married. When my dad's mother died, which she died in 2012. So this is when it would have been. I inherited her, because nobody else wanted it. I inherited her light up nativity scene that's out in the yard, you know, so they're pretty big. And she used to have really big ones. She used to have like life-size ones. These were a little smaller. Those all eventually got just old. And we bought her a new one, but it was a little smaller, but so you're talking, you know, couple, 2.5 feet high. You know, they're kneeling in the yard, Mary and Joseph, and have a shepherd, and I had a donkey, and a camel, and the baby Jesus, and an angel. Well, she did it. And then when she died, I inherited that. So I set it up in my yard at my house, and the first year I did it, I went outside at night and turned on the lights, and the dog jumped, and it was right outside the window, because I had like a big triangular shaped planter there, and there was so much room. And plus it was near the plug, the outlet. And so I had them sitting in that kind of planter area that was near the window, and the dog liked to jump up on the couch and look outside the front yard, and she jumped up on the couch, and she saw all that out there, and she barked and barked and barked and barked and barked and barked and barked. And I'm like, those are not real people. She thought they were. She would bark at it, and she would bark, 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 and she'd look at me like, and then she'd turn and bark and bark and bark and look at me like, there's people squatting in our yard. And I'm like, no, those are plastic. Plastic. I had to take her outside and let her sniff them before she quit barking at them. There's people in our yard right there by the house. Oh, I laughed so hard. I'm like, you are not seriously barking at plastic people that light up. Those people glow. Yes, she was. But your brother's dog's out. Okay, perfect, honey. Oh my goodness, I laughed so hard. She only barked at him that one year. The next year she was like, oh yeah, I remember them now. But oh my goodness, that was funny. The way she kept looking out the window, barking at me, and turning to me like, don't you see that? Don't you see those people? Why are you just standing there laughing? This is not amusing. These people could break in the house. No, they're not, really. I promise. Oh, I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. Like, you are hilarious. They're not moving. They're lit up. They have a cord. Of course, it doesn't mean anything to a dog. She went out and creeped up on them and sniffed them. Oh, her creeping up on them was fun. I'm like, I wish I could make them move. She creeped up on them, and then she smelled them and smelled them. She's like, oh, these aren't people. Yep, they're not. Okay. Mascara. I can hardly see the mascara with the green. I think it just blends up like, I don't see it. All right, now we're going to do, this is Devil's Food. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Now you're going to see, this will look really dark on me, though. Really dark. Because I am not dark. So it will look, she's like darker complected than me. Normally I would wear, thank you. Normally I would wear this mixed with a lighter color or just on the outside. I don't usually wear one this dark by itself. But I also don't normally wear this. So it's fine. I still have very nice settings, right? I guess I could do that before I do the lipstick. Let's do the time setter on all today. There we go. We will set it all. Get back there. Man, I can't touch anything today. It's falling over, falling over. Like, why is everything tipsy today? All right, there you go. It's going to kind of be that color, too. This shirt. I like this shirt, though. Does not want to stay up on my shoulders. Wants to fall off. Here you go. This is like brick red. That dark. Blood red. Well, I look like I killed a bear in one. With my bare teeth. I just tore him to shreds with my teeth. Oh, I think I did pretty good. Need lashes. That was fun. All right, well, let's read our devotion for today. All right. Let's see where we are here. Did I read that one? Or that one? Where were we? I do this every time, don't I? Every time. Okay, so I think we are on this. I think we're on the one on the left. Try to remember that for next week. The next time it's the one on the right. Maybe you all can remember because I don't. Here we go. Revelation 12:10, John 14:30, and Revelation 12:11 is the prayer. And this says, finding satisfaction and fullness in Christ was never meant to be a secret treasure that only a few could find. I agree. It's meant for everybody, but everybody's got to want it. And here's our prayer. Father God, help me to recognize and understand how Satan's role as accuser of believers affects me. Your word says he accuses Christians day and night. Please help me to discern the difference between true conviction of sin from the Holy Spirit and wrongful accusation from the kingdom of darkness. I have said this a lot of times. If you are feeling condemned for your sin that you have repented of, that is not from God. He's not condemning you if you've repented of it. He doesn't condemn. He draws you lovingly to repent. And if you are feeling accused, that's not from God. It's from Satan trying to make you feel bad about what you've done. I thank you that because I am in Christ, Satan, the prince of this world, has no hold on me. Father, your word tells me that the accuser of believers is overcome by the blood of the Lamb. Boy, aren't we glad of that. Because we can't overcome him, but God, Jesus already did. And by the word of our testimony. The blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. That's Revelation 12. Help me to use the power you have given me to overcome the enemy when he wars against me. He's already been overcome by the blood of the Lamb, and you only need to add in the word of your testimony, saying, agree with the word. That's what you have to say. Well, what is my testimony? Agree with the word. Agree with the word. When God says, there is no more condemnation in those who are in Christ. And when you feel condemned, say that. No, there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ. There is no more condemnation because I've been forgiven for that. There is no, if you're feeling condemned, it's a fake. It's not real. It's not from God. If it is, you've repented of it and you are his child, that your testimony, agree with the word. Find something in the Bible that tells the truth. And when you have these thoughts in your head, like, you are not worthy, you are no good, you are trash, you are, counteract that. That's not God, doesn't tell you that. So what you do is you find out what he does say about you, and you add that as the word of your testimony to the blood that has already overcome him. And then he's overcoming your life. Amen. Thank you. That's right. All right, so I am going to go ahead and go. I'm going to look like this for the rest of the day now. But it's fun because it's holiday time. And I hope you have a very blessed day. Thank you for watching. It was so good talking to you. Michelle, I'm glad you're back. I hope you're feeling some better. And I hope you have a blessed day and go be amazing. Till next time. Next time we're going to do another look. What do you think it might be? See if you can guess. Do you think it might be? It's going to be a little more than this. It's one I did before, but I don't know if you were here. I don't think I did it last year. It might have been a couple years ago. Don't remember. But I don't know if you've seen me do it before. So it'll be new to you. And that'll be next time. And it's going to be kind of fun. Talk to you later. Bye.